we are using a pressure, yes, from the dantian. Everything below the dantian is going down. So I've closed. When I open, yes, I want the tailbone to go down and through to the foot, and that spreads open the bones of the feet, opens up the joints, yes. But at the same time, that downward pressure going down from the tailbone and the feet going down creates a reverb of pressure coming up the body. And then that carries everything, the shins, the thighs, the pelvis, the spine, and the head up. So that downward pressure creates an upward rising through the body, and the ankles open up. Now, if you have someone, they can put their hands on you. I have somebody, that's lucky, yes? Could you put your hands around here, first of all, the Achilles tendon, yes, and the area around the front of the ankle, so you can feel the ankle joint itself. Okay, good. And so from here, if I just do a normal quad bend, there is going to be some motion, but it's not really opening and closing. And then if I go for the closing, and then the opening, now my movement is small. Can you feel that, Katie?
Definitely a difference internally.
So what is the difference?
There's much more movement deeper in the joint as you do the opening and closing. In the first, we were more bending and stretching. It just felt more superficial. There wasn't much going on deeper.
More flexing.
Yeah.
The natural joints expanding and joints compressing. So it's my tailbone going down, my feet going into the floor, creates a reverb up the body and lifts my body up and opens up the ankles. And if I don't do that,
it's very different, a very distinct difference.
Now there's a little bit of flexing going on the ankle, but there's not much happening at all. And it's superficial, for sure. Whereas this, open up the joint, closing the joint. Open up the joint, closing the joint. So try this quad squat again, but always start from the beginning, yes? Start from your alignments, yes? Next, that's it, just there, that'll be fine. Next, drop your tailbone through your legs to the sole of your feet. Set it up well. The better you set it up, the stronger and deeper it will go. Yeah, and I don't mean strength as in, whoa, I'm really strong, but you feel it going in and it really opens up the core of the joint, and it's not just the outer casing that's moving slightly. Yes, it's like the whole thing will. And now when you're going into things like the feet and the ankles, they're complex, like the wrist and the hand. It's very complex. I can't remember the exact count, but I think nearly half the bones of the human body are in your hands, wrists, feet, and ankles. Yes? That's a lot of bones. It's a lot of joints. Okay? So now it's just your mind is targeting the ankle. And for those of you that do Tai Chi, this opening and sending the Qi down the body through the legs into the bottom of your etheric field and letting it bounce back up again to give you power is a standard technique in Tai Chi. Now, if you're following some of our Qigongs, if you take heaven and earth and you take opening the energy gates of the body. Heaven and earth gives you the vertical work. Opening the energy gates gives you the turning, shifting, horizontal work. And these two come together and give you the bulk of the motion required for things like Tai Chi and Bagua. And then everything else is just more internal depth. Closing, sitting into the feet, and then opening and having that pressure of the feet pushing down, the tailbone going down, and the ankles opening up as the body's lifting up slightly. And then release. Remember, you have two releases in a pulse. You release at the end of the open, and you release at the end of the compression. And this is how you know the difference between a compression and just putting tension in the body. If after a close, when you relax, the body naturally wants to spring back open again, you actually compress something and you'll get in a return. If when you close and you relax, nothing happens, then the chances are you just put muscular tension in your body. Okay? But it's the compression gives you this sense of natural buoyancy and rising. Like if you push the ball into the water and relax, the ball will come out of the water. You do not need to pull the ball out of the water. So first of all, you do the feet, then you do the ankles, and now join the feet and the ankles as one. The feet and the ankles as one thing. You close your qua, the feet and the ankles close. You open your qua, the feet and the ankles open up. And if you wish to go into even more depth, then you can do the feet lengthways, the feet widthways, put those together, do the ankle, then the ankle and the feet. Yes? Just depends on how much stamina, patience, and how much effort you're willing to put into your practice.